Welcome to the world of comparison. Ever wondered how to describe who's the fastest, smartest, or strongest in the room? We have degrees of comparison, your ultimate toolkit to level up your description. Positive degree, the baseline, simple and sweet. Comparative degree, the battle of two, who's better. Superlative degree, the ultimate winner, the best of all. Let's discover the power of comparison. Degrees of comparison. A way to describe and compare qualities of people, things, or actions. Positive degree describes one person or thing without any comparison. She is tall. So we're just talking about that particular one person. Comparative degree, as the name suggests, compares two people, things, or action. So we have an example here. She's taller than her friend. So we are comparing her to a friend. Again, the second one, this flower is more beautiful, so we are comparing one flower to another. Superlative degree, the crown jewel of comparison. Think of the degree as an ultimate stage where adjectives and adverbs shine their brightest. It's how you can declare something is absolute best, the very finest or unmatched greatest in this category. First, let's understand the words in positive degree. An example, good. Then we have better in comparative degree and best in superlative degree. One more example, big, bigger, biggest. There are three types of questions, that is, there are three types of sentences that can come wherein we can change from one form of degree to another. The first one being, suppose in the superlative degree we have Mary Com is one of the best. That means there are many other boxes also. So we have to, when we are adding in a positive degree, what will we write? We don't have to change the meaning. So we have to write very few boxes are as good as Mary Com. So we have added in very few when we have the word one of in superlative degree. Whereas in the second type of question, we have the question in here as Mary Com is the best boxer. That means she is the best, she is the top. So we have to, when we are changing it into positive degree, we will add in no other boxer in India is as good as Mary Com. So this is how we can change from one form to another. Let's look at the comparative degree. When we have the sentence, a superlative degree as one of the best boxer, we have to write accordingly in the comparative degree also. Mary Com is better than most other boxers. We'll use the word most. Again, the second type, when we have the sentence, Mary Com is the best boxer, that means she is better than any other boxer. So this is how we change the form. There are two types wherein we change the form according to the sentence. In the superlative, if we have one of, we have to use in very few in positive and most in comparative. In superlative, when we have the best, we have to use no other and any in the type 2 type of sentences, that is positive and comparative degree. I hope this is clear. Let's look at the third type. The third comparison between boxes. That is, if we are writing the other boxes are not as good as Mary Com, so when we are changing into comparative, we'll write Mary Com is better than the other boxes. Remember that we are not changing the meaning. We're just trying to change from one form to another. Good becomes better in here. Let's change the degree of comparison for this one. Here we have in the positive degree, no other planet is as large as Jupiter. So we have Jupiter as the largest. We don't have one off here. That is why we have used in no other in here. When we don't have one off, we are going to use, if it is the largest, we are using no other in the positive degree, and comparative degree we are using any other than any other. The next one, let's understand the second type of question. That is when we have one off in the sentence. When we have one off in our sentence, what will we do? We will add in very few in a positive degree and many or most in the comparative degree. So in here, the question is, the Nobel Prize is one of the greatest honors. So what have we done in here? We have added in very few honors in the world is as great as Nobel Prize. That's the positive degree. And comparative degree, we have added in Nobel Prize is greater than many. We have used the word many other honors in the world. Why have we used many? Because we have the word one here. Let's understand and revise these sentences from our textbook. The first one, no one in the class is as brilliant as Tanvi. First, let us understand the degree of comparison. What is the degree in here? As brilliant as is positive degree. Now we have to change it into superlative degree. So when we are changing into superlative degree, we'll have to take the highermost, the topmost. That is, no one in the class is as brilliant. That means Tanvi is the most brilliant of all. So our superlative degree would be Tanvi is the most brilliant in the class. Second one, a diamond is one of the precious of all stone. Now here, a diamond is one of the most precious. One word is used. So it is different from the first example. The first one was no one, she is the topmost one. Here it is, the diamond is one of the most precious. So we have the word one in here. So a positive degree will be very few and a comparative degree will be most. We have to use the word more precious than most other stones. The third one, handwriting is better than that of a sister. Now there is a comparison here, the third type. We have the third type. So in here we will not change the meaning, but we have to make it into positive. So better, what's the positive degree? Good, as good as. So our sentence will be, her sister's handwriting is not as good as her. Her handwriting is better and we are changing into positive. So it will be not as good as her. So the meaning doesn't change. The fourth one, Jupiter is the largest of all the planets. Now in here we have the topmost, that is, we don't have one off, it is the topmost. So when we are changing into comparative, it will be Jupiter is larger than. We have to use the word larger than, we have to use the word than in comparative degree. So we'll have Jupiter is larger than all the other planets. Next one, he is not the greatest of all leaders. That means here we have a negative sentence. So we will use few other leaders are at least as great as he is. We are not changing the meaning in here. The next one, this painting is better than the other type. So here again we have the third type of sentence. So what will be our superlative degree? This painting is the best painting. So here, since we have better than any, that means we are talking about the topmost one. So it will be, this painting is the best painting in the palace. Hope you'll have understood degrees of comparison. Thank you.